At some of the big fires around the west and one near Haley that's threatening homes.
Yeah, as if fire season isn't bad enough already, we now have a red flag warning here in southwest Idaho.
And CBS 2's Sarah Jacobson is in to tell us why the fire risk is worse looking ahead.
That's right, you guys. Today is a code red here at CBS 2 News. But first, let's take a time-lapse look. This is up in Sun Valley. You can see all the smoke making its way through, barely even being able to see some of those mountains in the early morning hours. Keep in mind, with these smoke impacts from local wildfires, we will be seeing more smoke move through in the early morning hours. So if you do have sensitive lungs, keep that in mind. There is a red flag warning. This is in effect from noon this afternoon until midnight tonight for southern Boise and western Sawtooth National Forest. Now, there will be gusty winds of up to 35 miles per hour. Normal winds just blowing should be between 15 and 20 miles per hour. So still some fast moving winds through the area, as well as critically low humidity. So critical fire conditions are in place, along with these breezy conditions that are set to continue for the foreseeable future. MODIS satellite images, as you can see, lots of smoke still making its way through the area. DEQ has air quality set today as moderate, but overall keep in mind those local wildfire impacts, that smoke levels will be more so in the area in the early morning hours. So we do have hot, dry, and smoky conditions continuing, but praise there is a cool down on the way. I'll have your full details in just a few minutes. Brett, Natalie.
Evacuation warnings in Blaine County. The Sharp fire nearly doubled in size overnight. It's now about 54,000 acres and is only 29% contained. Fire bosses are encouraging people to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. The BLM and Forest Service also closing public lands around the fire. There will be a community meeting tonight in Haley at the community campus on Fox Acres Road. It starts at 6:30. We will have it streaming live on the CBS 2 News Facebook page.
Fire activity is at its most intense level of the year right now.
And with no relief in sight, folks at the National Interagency Fire Center here in Boise say, brace yourself for a long fire season. CBS 2's Scott Logan live in studio to give us a look at the big picture.
Idaho has the 5th largest number of fires burning in the lower 48 right now, behind Oregon, Colorado, California, and Utah. California and Oregon are the top priorities now, as we've seen from these gripping images from the deadly fires in California. In fact, many of the 146 firefighters from Australia and New Zealand who will be arriving this week at NIFC in Boise are set to be deployed there. The fire crews from down under will be beefing up the firefighting effort nationally. Some 27,000 firefighters from various states are battling blazes across the country, most here in the West. There are 3,000 firefighters at work in Idaho and the Great Basin. In the Gem State, it's mostly Idaho resources fighting Idaho fires. There are some 100 major fires burning in the United States at this time, which have scorched some 1,400,000 acres. And the resources that are in highest demand are elite fire crews such as hot shots and smoke jumpers, plus air tankers and helicopters, as well as fire engines. Live in the studio, Scott Logan, CBS 2 News.
Now let's take a look at some of the other fires burning around Idaho. The Rattlesnake Creek fire to the north of us near Pollock has now burned 3,800 acres. It's 32% contained. Special traffic control measures still in place on Highway 95 near the fire. This fire was started by lightning.
And the Mesa fire is still burning near Council. This fire has burned nearly 32,000 acres. It is 30% contained. Firefighters have been focusing on protecting homes and other structures. This fire is continuing to spread up the middle fork of the Weiser River to the east and Grays Creek to the southeast. Containment lines are holding and protecting the Highway 95 corridor.
And due to the fire danger, Stage 1 fire restrictions are in place for all of the Treasure Valley and southwest Idaho. That means no burning outside unless you're using an established campground with permanent concrete fire pits or metal fire rings.
And there's no smoking outdoors. You must be in an enclosed vehicle, building, or designated recreation site.
A new